Have you ever wondered where water comes from before it reaches your tap?
My drinking water comes from a lake in the mountains.
Our drinking water comes from groundwater. It comes from aquifers.
Like the watershed holds water, but then it goes through a series of pipes to come out your tap.
Water goes on an incredible journey before it fills your drinking glass, but depending on where you reside in the electoral areas or member municipalities, its route might look a little different. Drinking water's journey starts in the environment. The water cycle continually transports fresh water to the Earth's surface through evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Before being carried back to the ocean, water travels through a watershed. Many people in the region, particularly in the larger and more densely populated municipalities, depend on the surface water of rivers and lakes for drinking and other household uses. Drinking water for residents of the city of Nanaimo comes from the Nanaimo River watershed.
Our water supply begins 30 kilometers west of Nanaimo in the South Nanaimo River watershed. The total catchment area of the watershed is 211 square kilometers, and annual rainfall and snowpack is captured in two large reservoirs known as Jump Creek and South Fork. These reservoirs play an important role now and into the future to help reduce the impacts of climate change. Approximately 70% of water stored in these reservoirs is for flow release into the South and Nanaimo rivers to help support salmon and resident fish. The remaining 30% of stored raw water is piped to the South Fork water treatment plant, where any naturally occurring and harmful viruses and bacteria are removed, making it safe to drink. From there, water flows downhill to the city of Nanaimo, supporting a population of 100,000 people. Along the way, through the luxury of gravity, the city is able to produce power from water flowing down into the city. 3 large turbine generators produce enough free energy to power approximately 90 homes. Within the city, the water is stored in 8 above-ground reservoirs for the use in your home and for local businesses and for firefighting. By using water wisely and practicing good water conservation measures, we ensure that this important resource is available for now and into the future.
The city's water treatment facility uses hollow fiber membranes to filter up to 116 million liters of water per day and can remove particles down to 0.02 micrometers in size. That's 3,000 times smaller than the diameter of a human hair. All of that water is siphoned through the membranes using gravity, making the treatment plant incredibly energy efficient.
For the city of Parksville and Nanoose Peninsula, drinking water comes from Arrowsmith Lake and the Englishman River, and also from groundwater. You see, not all water stays on the Earth's surface. Some of it seeps below the ground surface, even deeper than the soil, to be stored as groundwater in underground geological formations known as aquifers. About half of all the residents within the RDN depend on aquifers for their tap water. The RDN, Town of Qualicum, District of Lanceville, and other water providers deliver water services to their communities by supplying residents with groundwater. Drilled wells tap into aquifers deep below and pull groundwater to the surface. Then it's treated and transported to the homes of residents. Some RDN residents get their tap water from their own private wells. These residents are responsible for maintaining their wells and providing clean drinking water to their families and friends. No matter what route water takes to get to your tap, it begins its incredible journey from the same place. Whether you rely on surface or groundwater, a water service, or a private source, all water is connected by the environment in which it cycles. It's up to all of us to conserve and protect our shared resource for the benefit of future generations, because every drop counts. Learn more about drinking water and watershed protection by visiting dwwp.ca.